everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I'm going to be planning for the month of June in my bullet journal and getting that all set up. But first I will start with a quick flip through of my May spreads. So here is my May cover page and quote page. I absolutely love this. I wasn't like sure about this. It's a little bit outside my comfort zone with the color pop and like using all of the black and white washi when I set this up, but I absolutely love this and it like grew on me throughout the month. So here is my line of day memory keeping and my social media tracker. There's still a few days left in the month that I gotta have to finish up with, but I am kind of like on track with that. And then here is my monthly calendar. This is my favorite. Well, first of all, it's like my most functional spread in here and the one that I like the most, but it also just looks really pretty with the color pop. And I love this new Simply Gilded washi. All of this washi that's not the black and white washi is from the February pre-sale. Here was my first week and my second week. I had some busy weeks in here, a lot of house stuff going on with the new house. I absolutely love this. I did like a washi banner this week, and then this is the current week we're in, which is also the last week in May. I'm like kind of rethinking my format a little. I've been like using less of the sort of day-to-day or the sort of weekly stuff in here. I'm not really sure. I've been using my personal wide ring band a lot more than my bullet journal lately, but I do want to keep up with this, so I'm not 100% sure, so I may be changing up how I do my spreads a little bit, but that probably won't be for the first week because I already sketched out something pretty similar to this. Anyway, that is all of my spreads for May, so I am going to get started with my June spreads. Okay, so I'm getting started with my cover and my quote page. I kind of went with like an all blues and purples and turquoise palettes this week, and I did the cover page and the quote page like a little bit nautical and just sketched out a seashell and like a beach umbrella on the other page, but the rest of the spreads aren't really anything like beachy. They're just kind of in the blue palettes, and I'm using a mix of gold and silver foil for the washis this month. I'm not mixing them on the page. I haven't had that much of a change of heart on mixed metals yet. I am just like, I can't handle the mixed metals. But I went throughout the month. I did like a couple of spreads with the gold foil because I had some like beachy washis that I want to use, which I'm going to use on this page. And then I have a ton of like blue and teal and silver washis, so I wanted to be able to use those as well. And then I'm sketching out this umbrella with this Tombow brush pen, some really beautiful kind of, that's like a light purple color. I really love that color. Actually, it's one of my favorite. I think I pretty much use that Tombow on every single page. I'm not sure what number it is, but I will put it down in the description below. It's definitely from the pastel set though. So then I just grabbed a bunch of Simply Gilded washis. These ones, some of these are from like, it's maybe like June last year or something. I don't know. I think it was called Serene Seas, and it's got like it was the one that came with the Mermaid Scales washi, not the Mermaid Scales bow washi, which I don't remember when that came out, but I don't have it, so I'm not sure. But I do have like the regular Mermaid Scales washi, which I will, I think, put in a minute. But this is the regular Mermaid Tail washi, I think this was called, and this is from, I don't even know, last summer or 2 summers ago. Your guess is as good as mine. It's stuff, sometimes I look at some of those washis and stickers and stuff, and I'm like, when did I buy that? And how long have I been using stickers for? Because it's kind of a while at this point. But anyway, I don't mean that in a bad way. The stickers and washi make me so happy, so I feel absolutely no shame about that. I'm setting up my line a day memory keeper here. I write like one memory, or sometimes a little bit more than one, just one line about the day, or something big that happened every single day. And then I do use that to put together one of those like stickering monthly thing-a-day spreads, which I love the way they look. I don't film those. Some of the stuff is personal that I don't want to share on the channel, and then also just because they take forever to do those spreads, because if I had to film them, because I usually pre-pull all my stickers when I film, so if I had to pre-pull like 30 stickers, and then it's like so much to clean up. So I just plan those off camera, although I do often post pictures of them on my Instagram. So I'm a few months behind with those, but I really enjoy. It's just like a good way to relax and sticker, but like I said, they take forever. And then on the page opposite that is my social media tracker. Just like use that to kind of think about videos and Instagram posts or whatever, mostly videos, and just, plan anything any other projects that I want to do, etc. I think I want to do a little bit of more sewing this month. I did some sewing before the baby was born, and I actually still have my sister-in-law's sewing machine here because we haven't seen them with everything going on, and I want to do some more sewing before I like return the machine to her. And I probably should sew some masks at some point, but I like cleaned up all of the sewing stuff, but it's still in my office. It's just like not set up, so I just have to bust it back out. And then this is my favorite spread always. It is my calendar where I draw out like all the boxes, and I don't use stickers in here. I use color code with a mild liner, and I find it so functional, but it also looks so beautiful. And I keep a pen pack with this planner. And then I don't leave the house, right? But even before, I didn't really leave the house because I work from home regular, even when we are not in the middle of a pandemic. But anyway, so I use like a color coding of the mild liners, and I keep like my mild liners for the month and like my writing pens in that pack. And I just take that around the house with my bullet journal, and now with my personal wide ring bound planner too, although I like that has so many charms on it. I have to be much more delicate with that. And then I decided to use this days of the week washi because I like always have these and I like literally never use them. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. It's like really pretty, but with the hearts, and it just like took up a lot of space. So I may end up pulling that up and just writing it in because after I put the washi in, I don't know if I want a little bit more white space, but I left it in for now. I have the entire month to decide, or even longer, to be honest. But yeah, so I also, this is the new like bow heart stuff that came in the two-tone collection. That one's not a two-tone one, but it was like with that same release, and I absolutely love that heart bow washi. Which the first one was like the white one that came out in the 12 Days of Christmas box. And I was just like, this needs to be made in every color. So I got like a couple of them in the two-tone collection, and I'm really excited to use those. And then, so this is like my most functional spread in here, especially with using the ring bound planner lately to do weekly spreads. I haven't been using my bullet journal as much for like the day-to-day. I've been using my ring bound a lot more, but this spread is still just like, this is probably, of all my planner stuff, this is like the spread at this point that is the most functional and that I most can't live without. I use this. I like at the beginning of the month, I will sit down and put in everything I know. I'll put in like all of our paydays, any like, if there's any bills or anything that needs to go in here, like something that wouldn't be an automatic payment or anything like that, and any other events we have, etc. I just go out, any work stuff I know all, and then I also like anytime anything gets scheduled or something comes up, I go ahead and put it in there. So that is like my most functional spread, and it looks really cool at the end of the month with all like the different mild liner colors, and I have like 7 categories. They're like work, home, like because we just bought a house, kids stuff, appointments, other planner stuff / videos, and money stuff. Anyway, and then this is just finishing up with my weekly spread. For the first week in June, I used that same color that Tombow that I've used on like every page, and I wanted to use some more of this little like bow heart washi, which I'm so obsessed with. So I went with that again, and I'm just like trying to get everything situated. And this week I actually didn't end up doing a ring bound stickering spread because I ran out of time over the weekend because we had a kind of a busy weekend. And then I've been using my bullet journal a lot more this week because of that. But so next week, if I do a stickering spread, I might try and do a smaller weekly spread. So, because I still use it some, but not as much as when it's like the only planner in the rotation. But I am just going to finish up this washi, and then that is it for June. So just a quick flip through of everything all finished out. I've got my cover page and my quote page, which I do think this looks really pretty. Hopefully we make it to the beach. And then here is my line a day and social media tracker, my monthly spread. Not 100% sure how I feel about this state cover washi. I may end up pulling those up to just like write them in and bring in a little bit more white space, but I'm gonna leave it in there for now. I like never use those, so I was excited to try them out. And then here is my first spread for the week, just going with the blue vibes since we are not planning on going to the beach this weekend or anything. But that is everything. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye.